Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which simply means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. My local adversary, Baptist pastor Paul Lyle, continues to state adamantly in his blog that homosexuality is sinful because his God says so in his God's holy word, the Bible. Accordingly, I have some very serious questions for Paul Lyle, and by extension, to other Christians. Some of these questions I have raised in other videos. The most basic question is, Lyle, what solid persuasive evidence do you have that your God exists? The next most basic question is, Lyle, what solid persuasive evidence do you have that your God authored the Bible? To my knowledge, Lyle has never answered those questions. But those issues form the very foundation of his position, to which he adheres so adamantly. My next question is, in Leviticus chapter 20, Lyle's God says that male homosexuals are to be killed. Lyle, do you go that far? You are one of the religious leaders in this community. Does your God expect, does your God require you to do some of the killing? Or are you of this mind? God, I accept your statement that homosexuals are sinners, but when you say we must kill them, you are going too far. Here, God, I have to disagree with you. Lyle, do you dare say that to your God? My next question. A few verses earlier, also in Leviticus chapter 20, Lyle's God says that if a person curses his father or mother, that person is to be killed. Lyle, do you go along with your God on that point? I have many similar questions related to Lyle's biblical God endorsing slavery, cannibalism, rape, incest, mass murder, mass torture, killing large numbers of innocent babies, animal and human sacrifice, women's place as inferior to men, and the death penalty for anyone gathering sticks on the Sabbath. In each case, my question is, Lyle, do you go along with your God on those matters? Are you selectively going along with your God that homosexuality is sinful? But now back to homosexuality as a sin. I see clearly that Lyle's biblical God condemns male homosexuality, but nowhere do I find Lyle's God condemning female homosexuality. So I have this question. Lyle, is your God saying to you, you must take the position that male homosexuality is a horrible sin because I say so? But in the case of female homosexuality, I am not saying one way or the other, and I want you to figure that out for yourself. Lyle, is that what God wants of you? Does your God actually want you to think for yourself on the morality of lesbians? If so, how will you respond? You will not like what I am about to say, but as I and my fellow atheists see it, you, being a religious person, are not accustomed to think for yourself. Are you up to the task? Now, more about the habit of thinking for oneself. Lyle calls my supporters my minions. That is a derogatory word, implying a follower who does not think for himself. It is like the mindless followers of the legendary Pied Piper. I am angry with Lyle for calling you, my supporters, my minions. I have a video that is relevant to this. It is based on Lyle's own words, "Trust me, one day Tarte will know that God exists." That is the premise of the message of religious leaders. Trust me. But my message, as an atheist, a rationalist, a skeptic, is not trust me. My message is find out the evidence and then think for yourself. And that is typically what we atheists do. We are not minions. In order to survive, religion needs minions. And Lyle, you have no business calling my supporters minions. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.